Hey everyone, welcome to another $1,000 strap search. I've got my $1,000 in singles here and I'm about to show you what I found. But before I do, let's talk about this week's tip. Surprisingly, I buy a lot of notes off of eBay. I know a lot of you would be surprised to hear that because every week I show you guys scammers on eBay. Well, yeah, there are a lot of scammers on eBay. But if you know what you're looking for, there's also a lot of really cool items and a lot of good deals on eBay. Takes a lot of work to find it, but I put in the time and effort to do so. The thing is that when it comes to eBay sellers, if you buy on eBay, you are supposed to leave feedback. And I suggest leaving feedback, and I suggest leaving highly accurate feedback. 9 times out of 10, everything is going to go just fine, but occasionally things are going to be a little different. And just because you have something negative to say doesn't mean that you have to leave negative feedback. What am I talking about? Well, recently one of the notes that I got from eBay, the seller sent it to me and charged me $6.99 for shipping. They did send it in a bubble mailer, but not only did they not put cardboard in there, they didn't even put the note in a holder. So the note was essentially in there with a piece of paper wrapped around it. First and foremost, if you are attempting to sell something because you believe it's collectible and valuable, shouldn't you probably protect it? Secondly, if you're going to charge above and beyond the actual shipping cost, like I said, it costs $5 to ship the item. If you're going to charge $2 more to ship the item, that would be considered the handling portion. And you'd expect the note to be a little bit protected since you're paying $2 extra. Now, that person didn't do that. And did I receive the note? Yes, I did. Did I get what I was told I was supposed to get? Yes, I did. So did they get positive feedback? They sure did. But you better rest assured that I also put in the comments that they charged me $2 more for shipping than what it costs. And they didn't bother to protect the note. That's what I mean. You can read anybody's feedback. If you just look at the number, you may not get the whole idea. I wasn't going to destroy that guy's feedback rating because he didn't protect the note. But I still left the comment because what I got was what I bid on. The condition I got it was the same condition that I had bid on. He just got lucky that nothing happened to the note. Yet I was still able to voice my displeasure by leaving that particular comment. Anyway, that's what I've got for you guys this week. As far as that goes, let's get these out of the way and take a look at what I found. What do I have here? Starting off, Where's George? Track this bill at Where's George. Don't quite recognize that, so I'm sure this will be a new one. I'll be able to log that one. Got a birthday note, 1968. That would be January 19th, 1968. Another one here, 1956, the 22nd of September. Some trinaries, 0s, 1s, and 8s. And 0s, 5s, and 8s. Got quad 1s, quad 4s, another quad 4s. That one's also with a 5th, and a trinary, 1s, 3s, and 4s. Quad 7s. And some stars, 2017 star, starting with a couple 0s. I like that. Not a filled star. Another 2017. Another 2017, pretty rough shape. If this is not rare, this is going to go back. 2017, much nicer shape. 2013. Another 2013. Another 2013. And a 2013 actually in good shape with a couple 0s. 2009, pretty rough. And some older notes, 2003A, another 2003A, 2003, 2003, a little bit better shape, 2003 again, 1995, not a web note, and the oldest note in the group is a 1985, and this one's from Chicago, so I'm pretty sure I've got that one already. All right, so that's what I found this week. What did I pull out? Well, this week I pulled out another eBay purchase, And I thought this was neat. I've shown you guys some specimen traveler's checks before. This one is a traveler's check from the National Westminster Bank Limited International Banking Division in London. You can clearly see it's a traveler's check. It's just for 10. Well, that's not a dollar sign, is it? No, that's the pound sign. This is 10 pounds, okay? So a 10-pound specimen note. Now, I was fascinated by this because normally when I see traveler's checks, I see them in dollars. So to see a specimen, stamped specimen, that actually lists 10 pounds or equivalent of broad current exchange rate, to me that was kind of exciting to find. Now, when I look closely, you can see that there are perforation marks on the side. So this was tore out of a notebook, and it looks like whoever tore it out had some dirty fingers. And if you look at the back, there is a color palette that does fade from one color to the next as a security measure. Now, looking over the note itself, the note is pretty good. It's interesting, all threes over here. There's number 43 in the series. I don't know what the 60 is. All zeros, of course, indicates that it's not drawn on anything in particular, and that's why it would be stamped specimen. Now, as the light goes over this, do you see anything? How about this? Do you see that crease? This crease is in the plastic and is actually in the note as well. The seller who shipped this didn't put any cardboard in there, and because of that, it did get bent. So I am glad this was just a traveler's check and not a note that had a whole lot of value to me, because they just took a 65 and turned it into a 58 because they didn't put any cardboard in there. Now, when it comes to shipping stuff, like I said, with eBay, yeah, I highly recommend putting the cardboard in there when you've got notes that are crisp, uncirculated. If you've got a note that's trash to begin with, I don't want to say you don't have to put the note in there, or you don't have to put the cardboard in there, because what more damage can you do? Some people are more worried about just trying to cut weight on the package. But yeah, if the note is crisp, uncirculated, definitely put some cardboard in there. If a note is just trashed, that's different. But yeah, those are things you should pay attention to, not only when you're buying off of eBay, but when you're selling. If you're a buyer and you get something like this, yeah, you most certainly can leave the comment. You don't have to jeopardize their rating if you feel bad about that, especially if the guy's got 10,000 and he's a perfect 100%. You know, fine, leave him positive, but leave the mark. You know, leave the note saying what happened. So that's what I've got for you guys this time. I don't have a value on this. I just thought it was neat to have a specimen in a different denomination other than dollars. So that's what grabbed my attention on this. I don't remember even what I paid for it off the top of my head. I just think it was a cool note to have, because as far as specimens go, I don't have a whole lot, but I got almost enough for a top 10 list probably. So yeah, I wanted to pick up this one and add that to my list. All right, guys, if you learned anything new, go ahead and hit that like button. If you like what you see and you want to see more, please subscribe. Love reading all your comments. Guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.